the perfect life standard system, because there are 7 key areas you can set standards in. And what I've learned by talking around the world, of all cultures and different countries, is if you look at these 7 standards and you set and make changes in just these 7 areas, everything will change for you. And the 7 areas are personal health and fitness, your environment, that's internal and external, your relationships, family, emotions, career, and time. I'll explain through each of those. We haven't got much time here today, but I want to take time to go through each of those so you can understand and see what it means to set standards in each of those areas. First area we're going to look at, number 1, is your personal health and fitness. It's really important that we do this, because if we set areas in personal health and fitness, they can change our whole life. In fact, good standards in health and fitness keep us above ground. Firstly, when I get up in the morning, each morning, I get my finger and I do this. And I do that because I know my shirt size. In the UK, I'm a 16.5 shirt size. So when I do this, I know that that is good. That feels good. But if I get up in the morning and my shirt collar is like this, I'm struggling to get my finger in and out, then I know I've eaten the wrong foods, I haven't exercised enough, I'm in the wrong place. So that very day, I do something about my standards. I'll change my diet, I will exercise, I'll do something different that very day. And that changes everything. Because most people don't recognize this, that if we end up not taking action on a daily basis, we ruin the whole of our lives. It's the things that we do each and every day that makes us who we are. The things that we do each and every day makes us who we are. So there are certain qualities of our life, and it's remembering where those standards are that will help us to change into the future. I have a friend called David. David. I was speaking to David about standards and health. He asked me for some advice. I said, David, what do you do when you put on weight? He just looked at me and he laughed and said, Derek, I just buy a bigger suit. I buy a bigger shirt. And I thought, well, where does that standard get you? Because he's just been declined as a life insurance agent. He's just been declined for life insurance. See, that attitude around health, not paying attention, is what most people tend to do. And those standards around health can send us into high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, heart disease, and a whole range of other ailments because we don't have the right standard. So what we need to learn to do is have higher personal standards. Last year at MDRT, Dr. David Mintz spoke to us, and he talked about the level of illness within men and women. And he gave us an idea that said the more weight we put on here and here impacts our lives. He talked about diabetes around the world. So India has the same diabetes problem as the West and other Asian countries. Now, it's got there because of diet, exercise, because it wasn't there in this degree 25 years ago. He shared so much with us, which I remember now every single day. When I first set standards way back with my security guard incident, I set them in 3 areas: family, career, and emotions. And I chose these areas because they were the most important to me. I knew that if I had new standards in these areas, then everything else would change. What I didn't want to be was wealthy, but unhappy. I also didn't want to be happy, but broke with my children on the street. So I made a decision to change. Other areas we can set standards in. P is for your personal health and fitness. E is for your environment. The E is value, absolutely vital. We've heard today about the environment. I don't mean the green environment. I'm talking about the environment that we all set from ourselves. There are 2 types of environment we can pay attention to. Number 1 is our internal attitude. We've heard today and yesterday how important attitude is. But we have to have a new standard of attitude. What is your attitude and what's your standard of attitude?